Do you like my decorations? Bah Humbug. The first of two Bah Humbug vlogs. Number 95. Wow, and welcome in. Oh yeah, I'm using my it was I did search for free, and it was a couple of years ago. So it's a free open to use backdrop. And I can't remember exactly where I get it from, or even if the page still exists on YouTube. But yep, Christmassy background. It's that month again. It's that time of year again. And here we are. Now, it'd be better now. So there's no problem there, but SAD has been kicking my ass this year. Because for the first few weeks, for the first month after the clocks went back, of course, it basically didn't stop raining. And yeah, and work schedule as well got on top of me. I was so fatigued by it all that when I finally got time to relax and I knew I didn't have to do anything the next day, I went to bed and I slept for a solid 8 hours 59 minutes. Since then, I've also slept for 9 hours and 2 minutes, according to my watch. So yeah, my mind is truly, in the subconscious, quite settled. It's when I start thinking about things that, yeah, things get a bit worrisome in some cases. And it's out of our control. There's nothing wrong with my life. It's just what's happening in the world. And there's nothing we can do about that. But yeah, seriously, even though SAD has been kicking my ass, and I've been suffering from it this year, badly, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah. I know about this. I can get through it. I've done it before. It's not a bad thing. It is a bad thing, but it's not a long-term bad thing. It's not something that's going to affect my long-term health or anything. So yeah, no, yeah. On a medical front, I'm booked in for a prostate exam, even though they're saying, oh, you shouldn't have one of them anymore. That's in about a fortnight. And the day before that, I'm booked in for my next blood donation. So yeah, yeah. I'm helping out and making sure I'm okay. I want to be as fit and sharp-minded as Dick Van Dyke when I get to his if, and it's a bloody big if I get to his age. He's 100 soon. He's 100 in less than 2 weeks. Wow. Anyway, on to the vlog. So, glass collection. We have our glass collected every 2 weeks, and this week again it was missed by the rubbish men. They are rubbish men because they're not doing their jobs properly, I'm afraid. I know they got one hell of a job to do, and I'm all good with them when they do it right. But too often they'll come in, they won't look around, they won't check everything is. I mean, we live in a cul-de-sac, so everything gets piled up in one place. And sometimes ours will be behind the bags, not hidden, but behind the bags or sacks. And they'll get missed because they'll just take a quick look around, say, oh, there's nothing there, and bugger off. And then when they do go collect, I mean, a couple of times, especially the last one when I lost it and phoned them up, I had to move all the things out of the driveway before I could get the car out. They're supposed to be putting them back where they got them from, not just throwing them down where they get them. The food caddy gets broken within weeks of getting it because they just throw it down in the street. They don't put it down safely. They just throw it down in the street and it gets cracked. What's the point of these things? Anyway, I did phone up and complain, and I did ask for a written way to complain in writing. They sent me a form 3 weeks later, which I posted off yesterday. Saturday. The collection wasn't until this morning, but that's fine. And yeah. So yeah, it's not very often I do that. I got to be really pushed to complain like that. But yeah, I did it. Let's see if anything improves. 2 things. So all they got to do, 2 things. And it's basically no time. It's just look, a look rather than a scan. They got to pick things up anyway. It is their job. And put things back where they got them from rather than just dump them. Those 2 things. And they'd be fine in my book. Yeah, simple. Amazon! I gotta be fair, Amazon customer service is second to none. As much as Amazon is a multinational multi-billion corporation. Their customer service is second to none. And that's why I stick with them. I ordered a television because I thought our television in the bedroom was knackered. Turns out it wasn't. It was a dodgy adapter when I put my my Mesh-tastic device in the bedroom. It was a dodgy adapter tripping the switches. Anyway, I will be getting a new telly for the bedroom because the one we got is a bit tatty now and knackered and don't switch on all the time. But well, it does after a few seconds. But yeah, it sometimes will switch. You press the button, switch on and off, and yeah, and you got to wait 10 seconds to switch it on properly. So anyway, I was specifically looking for one with multiple HDMI ports because I got two things I need to plug into it, which is the cable box and the Chromecast. Still works even though it's not supported. And it was showing on the website on the actual product page 1080p, 2 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports. It arrived, and on the box it says 1366 by 768. 1 HDMI port, 1 USB. I just put it back in the big box, taped it all up and arranged a return, which I got. Straight back onto my account. Brilliant. So yeah, don't advertise wrong. You don't need to because you're going to get returns. This is to Amazon sellers, not to Amazon themselves. Amazon covered it completely. Anyway, on to the next bit. I wanted to I wanted to upgrade Batocera on my Pi. And it wouldn't let me. Oh, there's not enough space on you. Oh, no. Well, I tried various ways of doing this, and there was no shortcut. Well, there was a shortcut in the end, but yeah. It's saying there's not enough space on the device. And what it was, when Batocera was later, I mean, I'm not sure exactly which version, but it's on 43 now. It needs a 6 gig boot partition. It only had 4 when it was first installed. So, yeah. So we got, so basically what I did was I copied the share partition off. It's all Linux, so it doesn't really matter. I copied the share partition off, reinstalled Batocera from scratch, put the share partition back, and it all worked. Almost everything started up perfectly. I had to redo one of the controllers for something, but yeah, so yeah, it was a nightmare. It took ages to get around to it, and much fiddling about and losing the files and re-putting the files on there, which got me Batocera 42 back, but didn't actually let me upgrade anymore. No, it worked in the end. Bit of a convoluted method, but I got it done. There's not an awful lot left in this vlog. But one thing I did do, ExoWin. Oh, ExoWin itself doesn't, or ExoDOS, brilliant pieces of software, brilliant compilations. Not really my nostalgia, but one game is, and it actually prompted me into getting something working. And this is going to be the thumbnail. This, oh, well, can I do this without reflection? There we go. So I got this working. Now, the first thing I did was get it working on the image I got, which it did. No music. It has trouble minimizing and coming back on my desktop because of the multiple displays. It screwed everything up. Worked fine on the laptop. I didn't know where the CD was, but I did find the CD. It was under my bed, in a drawer under my bed, right? So that was got it, put it in, mounted the drive. I got an external drive, and it worked with music. Now I wanted to get it running in a window, which it doesn't support. It does support some good resolutions, but it doesn't support running in a window. But what I did find was I learned so much more about things like Wine, the Windows abstraction layer for Windows, and I got it running in a virtual desktop. So now I got it running on my PC as well, which means it's streamable. Because when I tried streaming it from the laptop, I had the same multiple screens issue, because plugging the capture in, it's another screen. Well, because I have to plug it in by the micro HDMI port, but it's another screen. Yeah, that was fun. It worked, but it was really clunky. Anyway, but I got it working on the PC now, and that's perfect with music. And yeah, I've done a quick video on that, and it's wonderful. But yeah, as you can see, original CD, not damaged, still working perfectly. Excellent. So more good news. My daughter, we were tidying up in readiness for Christmas, and I come across, oh, excuse me, itchy foot. I come across my daughter's laptop. So, I thought, I know what the problem is. There was no power supply. She lost the power supply. So, I bought a new power supply, which I think was about a tenner. Good, yeah. And loaded it up. Can't do these updates. Can't try to update. Can't do these updates. You're missing intentional things. So I had a look. Went into that thing again. And the only thing to do was to try and upgrade to Windows 11. It supported it. And it did it. And now she's got an up-to-date working laptop again. Thanks, Dad. The only trouble is I told her to install, because Chrome now does not like AdBlock Plus. I told her to basically install either install the new ad block, or put a better browser in with a built-in ad blocker. Oh, she's happy with that anyway. Now, a couple of things I've got. A friend of mine sent me. Look at the size of this, and I'm looking at the trouble is I'm looking at OBS here. I should be looking at the camera.
Exterminate! Exterminate! You would make a good Dalek. You are an enemy of the Daleks. You must be destroyed.
So thanks, Kaz. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. And I've done a few 3D prints as well. This one has been on the back burner for a while, but I finally got around to it. It doesn't sit well on the stand because it's tiny held on the stand, but how's that? Now, I know it's not quite right with the way that turns because his eyes move independently on the real thing, on the actual thing. Yeah. Brilliant. I could have glued that together when I saw him move like that. I thought, yeah, I'll keep it like that. But yeah, that's been around for a while. The only thing is, on the stand, you got Vincent wrong. It should be v.i.n.sent. Vital information necessary, centralized. A small nitpick for a wonderful model. Took 4 days to print. 4 days. Could say I was on IV at the time. Roman numerals, IV, 4. Yeah. No? Okay. Now, the other thing I've done multiple Christmas stuff again and stuff like that, but my Lego Saturn 5, 3 pieces missing off there after a cat tried to get up on top. The only time it's ever happened. And that's the nose cone. Sorry, the rod at the end of the nose cone and the tip of the nose cone and one of the fins. And when I tidied up, I thought, oh, I'll find it when we tidy up. So I went online, I looked, I got the inventory list for it, the parts list, the instructions for it. I could have gone to the box for that, but it was easier to just look online. Search for the 3D print models for them, found the 3D print models for them, and now it's all perfect. I will probably get the actual pieces from Lego, because they're only pennies, literally, they're only pennies. I didn't like ordering pennies from when I only want 3 pieces, like, you know, they're less than 10 pence. That seems a bit of a waste. But yeah, not from the Lego store, but there's Lego parts. I'm gonna, next time I'm in the area, I'll go into the Lego store. I've made a note of the parts and I'll get those pieces. But for now, they work perfectly. Slightly different colour, slightly different shade of white, but yeah, really, really good. That the most useful thing I bought in recent years. Really is really useful. Okay. Now, Delboy3K1 asked me a question, and it was on opinions of utilities prices for PC, and any great PC apps I can't do without. Well, I mean, Linux. There's not very many things that you have to pay for Linux, which is good. There are things you have to pay for, which I will mention, because one of them is one I got. But yeah, if somebody's making a good utility, they deserve being paid for it. It's all very nice to freeload off everything. It's very nice saying this is free, that is free, but they got to make their money somehow as well. I mean, they're putting their time and effort into this, and if they want to charge for it, as long as it's a reasonable rate, I'm fine with that. So yeah, which is what I'm going to come on with this, and great PC apps I can't do without. Well, talking about that, Synergy. I think I paid about 60 quid for that in total. It was 40 quid first, and I had to put 20 quid for an upgrade to version 3. And Synergy is a multi-computer app where I can use my mouse and keyboard on multiple computers. I can connect them all up to Synergy, install Synergy on them. It's multi-platform, cross-platform, brilliant. That's well worth it. Not cheap, but well worth it. All the rest are free. So it's Tailscale, which is a localized VPN. So it allows you all your machines to be on the same local network. OBS, of course. MAME, doesn't say utilities, it says PC apps. MAME, absolutely essential. Even though I use the Mister most of the time, MAME is still an absolutely essential piece of software. Caden Live, of course, for video editing. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeing this. And I'm going to put an extension on you, a browser extension, Bitwarden, which is my password manager. So yeah, I couldn't live without my password manager these days because I got hundreds of passwords and they're all random gibberish. All I need to remember is my good, strong Bitwarden password, and everything else is held by that. All I got to do is make sure that's not leaked, and since it's not used anywhere else, not even close, then I think that's pretty safe. Not complacently so. Still got to keep an eye on it. Anyway, on to the shout-outs. And I may have missed somebody here because it seems a bit short. I think I kept up with everything as I've been going along. But as I say, back to the first item there, SAD and... yeah. Oh, yeah. As well, the other thing I missed with that is I'm cutting right back on the beer. That 9 hours sleeps have always been without beer. I've had good sleep with beer, but 9 hours only without beer. So yeah, I've cut right back on beer. I haven't bought any beer from the shop for ages. Just getting what's here in the barrel. I haven't been drinking if I'm working the next day. And again, if I have the next day off and I'm too knackered, I'll just go to bed early and not have a beer. And yeah, no, I've never been I've never been alcoholic. I did see myself heading that way the once, and I even spent the month sober after that for October. That was when my brother died, and I saw it, I caught it. So yeah, I'm fine with alcohol. I control it quite well, and yeah, so I can go for long periods without alcohol. But when I do have it, I enjoy it. Anyway, I'm getting an advent calendar as well, which is in the post. Well, it's not in the post. It's being sent today, hopefully. That's the Beer 52 one. But yeah, that's only one a day. I probably won't even be. I'll probably be not even drinking one a day, but I'll be opening one a day. But there we go. Right, on to the shout-outs, as I say. It seems a bit quiet. This is probably because I haven't done a tubers video, because there's I got a lot of comments on my tubers video. But yeah, I will be doing a tubers this month, even though competition for the next season hasn't started yet. I will be doing a tubers. We got a little month to get this one in, so it's all right. Right. Anyway, the ones who commented: Dark Side of Video, Colin Thompson, Retro Arcade Reviews, Delboy 3K1, and Nichols Wilson. And there we go. And that's quite long for a load of quite real nothing. I rambled on a bit there. I can't say waffle because that's Main Meister. Ramble is Reese. Control Alt Reese. It's whatever. I've waffled on a lot. So yeah, 3 weeks time, which is still before Christmas. So this get-up will still be there. So this is the early Humbug. And until the late Humbug vlog, number 96, I'll bid you farewell. Have a good December. Ta-ra for now.